Hi YouTube, it's Lynn from Western Australia once again. I've found a perfect place to shoot my videos. So the front door is behind me and I'm filming against the hallway wall because the light is perfect, and because I'm not outdoors we're not going to have, hopefully, too much plane traffic noise. So I just wanted to show you my little haul from the Species Society meeting last night and what I've done with one orchid. And as I'm very into species orchids, I've bought some species Phals, which are really the only kind of Phals that I like. I don't like those big, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't have room for those great big moth orchids that sort of droop and take up so much space. So I like the little ones, the mini ones, and I will buy mini Phalaenopsis. So I do like them, don't get me wrong. So here we go. I'm going to zoom in and just hope I don't shake this picture too much. This video is sort of like two areas, and I'm just going to show you a few things that I've done and that I do in my mounting, I was going to say expeditions, but in my mounting ventures. So just to go in a bit closer, and I'll show you what I bought last night. We have some absolutely fantastic growers in our species, well, in all of our orchid societies, of which I'm now a member of 3 different clubs. So, have to find my hand. Here we go. Right. So this one is Phals equestris, and it's a nice little specimen. It's obviously not very old, but I think these bloom from quite a young age, so maybe I'll get lucky and it won't be too long for me. So that's the first one. This one is, where is it? I can never find the viewfinder on my iPad. Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go. It's a Phals lobbii. It's a cool to warm grower and bought last night. So again, a very small plant, and I've lost it in the viewfinder again. Gordon Bennett, I tell you. Yes, so a nice little plant, and I've got 2 of these. And the reason I took 2 was because, no, it's not that one, it's another one. This is the one that I have doubled up, just here. And that's Phals lindenii, or lindenii. There we go. Now I've just written on this label in biro, and what I do, I'll tell you what I do. I was going to tell you this after, but I'll tell you now because that label's looking quite messy, but actually it's not that bad. When I write on my labels, and when I get any labels now, I cover them, I'll cover the writing with clear nail polish. I find that stops the label fading, so I can read it sort of in a year, 2 years time. And I've been doing that for quite a while now. So just clear lacquer, clear nail lacquer, and I just do that over everything, including my repotting dates, the names, and you can see where I've sort of written all the information about last night, and I've covered it. So that's the first one of those, and this is the second one, and it's a mount, and I tell you, this is a beautiful specimen for what I've paid for this. It is superb. You can see there's a huge new root there, and look at the size of the other roots. And this is mounted on a piece of, what do you call it, cork bark. And it's a beauty. An absolute beauty. I'm so glad I got that one. And there's got to be 5. So we've done that one, that one, that one. Here we go. No, we don't. Sorry, I know I'm taking a long time here, but I was trying to be so organised. So organised, and I'm not. Ah, here we go. Violacia. Now, I've wanted one of these ever since I first started. I can't find it. Ever since I first started watching YouTube and saw these. This is like the Bellina, isn't it? It says big flower, so I'm hoping it's a Bellina type. Blimey, I'm making such a mess. I'm hopeless at videoing. I'm absolutely hopeless. I've recently bought myself a new digital video camera to start filming for YouTube, but I don't know how to use the darn thing, and I've had it about a month now, so I need to get myself a young bloke to teach me about all this stuff. Tongue in cheek, guys, tongue in cheek. Okay, so that's my haul from last night, and I paid $65 for these 5 orchids, which works out at $13 each. And I think that's a bargain, so I'm really, really happy. So moving them aside, and let me just go and talk about something else that happened at the species meeting last night. At the species meeting, most months we get what's called Plant of the Month, and they give us a plant for a nominal fee between $5 and $10, say, and last night's was $7, plus I paid $2 for the piece of bark and sphagnum which was in a bag, and it's this one, Plant of the Month. Of course the label is around the wrong way, isn't it? But I got two because I got one for my girlfriend because she's on a surprise holiday in Malaysia. Her son's bought a trip for her and her husband to go to Penang and then on to KL for 3 days after Penang. So she asked me to pick her one up, and this is her orchid here. So again, that label's back to front, and it's Cattleya coccinea. Now this is a species, and obviously they're not long out of the flask, I don't think, but that's hers, and I've mounted mine, and here it is. Now it's on a little piece of cork, and you can see how I've mounted it, sort of coming away from the bark a little bit, and there's actually 3 in here. One is so tiny you won't be able to see it, but there's the main one there, and there's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little seedling there. It's absolutely minute. You can see by my thumbnail how big or how small it is, and there's the other one. In actual fact, I'm actually wondering if they were too small to mount, but I don't know. And just where my thumbnail is there, unless it's actually fallen off, there was another one probably fallen off, it was so tiny. Anyway, let's get back in the frame then, get back in the frame. So that was the Plant of the Month last night, and that was $7, plus he charged me $2 for the bit of cork, which I'm happy to pay, because cork was quite expensive and I thought that was very cheap. And just while I'm doing a video, I'm going to show you this little plant. It's from Tinoni Orchids. It's Dendrobium Brinawa Charm, and I think this might be an Australian species. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think. And I got that as a raffle prize at the Orchid Society's 70th anniversary dinner, which I attended. It was probably September, and yeah, it was a wonderful dinner, lots of members, lots of fun, and lots of raffle prizes, of which I was lucky enough. I didn't actually win it, but one person bought something like $70 worth of tickets, and so everyone there got something because they were just so generous. They won nearly all the raffle prizes, so they gave us each one. We all went up in turn and selected what we want. And these 2 pieces of bark in the background, I just thought I'd show you these. I went on a bushwalk one day and picked up some, just what had dropped on the ground. I don't know what this is, but it's probably an Australian native piece of wood. And the one next to it is Banksia bark, because there's lots and lots of Banksias at the end of my road, and there's like a little bushwalk there, so I picked that up out of the bush, and I don't know if you can see, but it's a bit burnt. I stuck it in the oven to dry it out, and it almost caught on fire, or a piece of it did anyway. So that's the story behind that one. So that's just what I pick up in the bush, and then I just dry it out in the oven and then weather it outdoors for a little while. So that's my haul, my Raffle prize, my pieces of bark, and my latest video. So I'm going to post this right away for you. Hopefully I will learn to use my other camera soon and we'll be posting properly. Bye for now.